Hello, my name is Christina, and on Ravelry I'm known as AFeskimo, and on Instagram I am known as Quilted. And this is my very first podcast, and I wanted to make this podcast about crafting, pretty much. I watch a lot of podcasts of the Knit Girls, the Yarn Hoarder, Fat Squirrel Speaks, and I see all of these fabulous things that these folks do, and they're at this incredible level of crafting that I personally am nowhere near. Okay. So I kind of wanted to do a bit of a podcast for the rest of us, I guess. Those of us who are not on that high level, who can't knit 50 things in a week and spend a pound of yarn and all of this so quickly. Those of us who are still learning the ropes, who are still trying to figure it out, who, just maybe are like me, who I don't follow the trends. I'm never on the very edge of this is the absolute fashion, or this is what's in style right now, or what everybody's doing. So I'm the person who catches on long after it's happened. So I kind of wanted a podcast for those people who maybe feel like me. So here I am. This podcast is currently unnamed. I'm still kind of figuring it out. There were a couple of names that were popped around as AFeskimo's Quilted Knitter podcast. There were a couple of things that I don't remember quite off the top of my head about how I love knitting and it's great and everything, and then I screw it all up. Who knows? We'll say it's evolving. So, a little bit about myself. I am 39 years old. I am married. I have been married for 13 years. 13. My husband was recently retired from the Air Force, the United States Air Force. We live in Eastern Washington State. And I have to say state because a lot of people hear, oh, you live in Washington, D.C. So no, I live in Washington State, other side of the country. And if you happen to be watching and you're not from the United States, if you know where Seattle is, the Space Needle, and where Starbucks comes from, I live in that state. I started crafting when I was little. My mother was a crafter. She crocheted, she sewed, she did flower arranging, she did a lot of really artsy, creative things. She did not know how to knit, she did not know how to quilt, she did not know how to spin. But she's the one who kind of started me in the whole path of crafting. So when I was about 7, I started learning how to crochet because she would go to the store. She would go to like Walmart or whatever, and she would go down the kitchen aisle and she would buy those folded kitchen towels, and she would cut them in half, sew down the raw edge that she had cut, and then she would crochet across the top of that, and she would make it into a handle that would go over, say, your dishwasher handle or your oven handle, and would put a buttonhole on it and put a button on it. And this was her road trip craft. And so that's where I learned how to crochet. And so as I got older, I learned how to sew, I learned how to embroider, I learned how to do cross stitch because that's what my mother knew how to do. She and I both learned how to quilt when I was about 18, 19 years old. At the local church that we went to. They started a quilting bee, and of course she had all these ladies who all of a sudden everybody had a sewing machine and knew how to quilt, and so I had a lot of resources. I had a lot of people who taught me very hands-on how to quilt. So I do still quilt a little bit. I don't quilt near as much as I used to, simply because it's kind of cumbersome for me. Now, I will say this. I thought when I went in to learn how to knit that I was ahead of the game because I knew how to crochet. I was in the military at the time. I was in the Air Force. I lived in Anchorage, Alaska, And I went into the local quilting store who was offering a Hey Gee Whiz, you know, how to knit class, the very basics. I went into the class, and a very nice lady who was teaching the class says, okay, who knows how to crochet already? And I'm thinking, I'm ahead of game. Yes, I know how to crochet. She says, that's great, forget everything you already know. And I have to say, it has taken me years. I've been knitting for 10 or 11 years, I guess, and it has taken me that long to finally get my hands out of the habit of trying to hold my yarn the way I would to crochet, and to get kind of a consistent stitch. So when I learned how to knit stitch and all of this, it was very uneven because I've been a So, let's kind of get into what I've been crafting. I will probably talk about books a little bit. I'll probably talk about patterns, Ravelry, Instagram, all kinds of neat stuff. But for the first time here, let me just quit yapping and show y'all some stuff. This is a project, and you can't see it very well in the light, and I really do apologize. I will sit somewhere else next time I do this. It is dark purple, and it's like variegated purple yarn, and it is fingering weight. It's by Handmaiden. I bought it a few years ago. It'll be 3 years this year that I bought it, like in November, and I bought it from a Rupee in Fort Collins, Colorado. I was fortunate enough to have lived within driving distance of the Rupee, and as wonderful as the website is, if you ever get the opportunity to go into their store in Fort Collins, Colorado, it's north of Denver by about 45 minutes. It's just wonderful, and yes, you have to go in and get the yarn. I'm sorry. They have a lovely fabric selection, so fabric as well. But I bought this pattern, and I bought the yarn, and the pattern is by Lynn Zimmerman. You can buy it on Ravelry. You can get it from Review. On Ravelry, it's $5. But it's called the Calabab Trail Knits. I will put it on my hand because I finished the first one today. I've had this thing going for about 2 years, or at least over a year. Got the first one done, and I'm so proud of myself. It's kind of a sampler of stitches, and I'm really sorry this video lighting is not better. You have 2x2 rib down here at the bottom. I don't typically like my knits this long, but because this was the first time I'd knitted this pattern, I wanted to do that just to make sure. Then you have this kind of slips. This is a slip stitch, almost square block type pattern through here. And then it's knit 4, purl 4, knit 4, back and forth all the way around. And then the next row is like offset. Okay. And then it gets up here where it's almost like bars that are sort of across, and I'm not sure what that stitch is called, and I'm sorry. And then you have a ridge, and then you do the hands and the increases for the thumb. Let me qualify my own knitting with, I didn't do the pattern that was on the hand with the seed stitch, or seed or a mouse stitch. And I didn't do that because, well, I'm not that good. That sounds awful. But I was having a whole lot going on at the same time, and my degree of difficulty was too high at that point in time, so I just did it all stocking. And then you've got the 2x2 rib, and the thumb is actually, could be longer, but I cut it off because I don't like knits that go way up here. This drives me a little nuts. So I don't like this. So I like mine down on the hand so my fingers can move. I don't snag my rings on anything. That's me. Do how you like. I knitted this on GPNs, high-hives, not the sharps. I'm not a fan of the sharps because they kind of hurt my fingers, and I'm a hard knitter like that. and I don't like having pokey holes in my fingers. So, but I got this one done today, and I'm so proud of myself. And as I got the hand bound off, right? And I had the thumb over here on, I had it on a circular cable. Sorry. I had it on a circular cable. I put it on my hand, and I'm going, yay, me! And I turned my hand over, and apparently the last time I had put the project in my cute little project bag, which I'll show you, apparently it snagged with the scissors, and I had to go in here because I had this big gaping hole, and looking at it going, oh, okay. And this is why I'm doing this podcast, because anybody else, this doesn't happen to me, it happens to them. So just to kind of show you that not everybody who podcasts, I guess, is at that really high level. Some of us are the people who trip up the stairs, and I'm a person who trips up the stairs. Anyway, alright, so that was the first project, and it's really good. I'm really happy it's done. I feel very accomplished today over having got that done. The second project I'm going to show you has a little story with it. This is Western Skynet's one. It's fingering weight. I forget the actual colorway. I still got them. Let's look in the bag. I bought it last year. I went to Interweave Yarn Fest. There it is. And bought that because they had all the delicious yarn and it was gorgeous, and I felt like I had to have it. Here we go. It's Western Skynet's. This is the label. And the colorway is Downtown. Sorry, there we go. It's fingering weight. It's Aspen soft with nylon. It's 80-20 merino nylon blend. It's 400 yards. And it's just really pretty. Now, let me give you a little bit of a story about me and sock knitting. I knitted my first sock a few years ago, top down on DBNs. I learned how to ladder. That hole, if you don't pull it tight enough and you get that funky ladder, I learned how to do that with great skill. I also learned in doing that first set of socks that I cannot hitch my stitch to save money. So I made it a point to learn what I learned the first time was the Turkish cast on. And if you don't know what the Turkish cast on is, you take your two needles, you put them together, you wrap the yarn around it, however many wraps you want, and then you start to knit from that. It's very slippery, especially if you use metal on those. I discovered not long after that Judy's Magic Cast On, and I have to say, it's great. It's wonderful. I have to do it all in one sitting. I have to cast everything on all in one sitting, or else I hopelessly lose track and rhythm and how to do it. So you'll see me probably cast on like 5 times if you're watching me do it. But, so I learned in that experience that toe-up would be the best way for me to do socks. So I've become a toe-up knitter. Now this knitting group I went to, I used to live in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and I went to a knitting group at Meadow Wash Yarns in downtown Cheyenne. Hi everybody! And one of the girls who came to the knitting group, very nice lady, had on these wonderful socks. And I asked her, I said, did you make those? And she says, oh yeah, I made those. And I said, do you remember the pattern name? And she told me it's the Business Casual Sock. It's by Candace Fiber. It's on Ravelry. It is free. And I loved it because it had this really nifty, like, it's not herringbone, but it's like diamond shape. So it's really nice. It's like, I could probably do that. It's not so advanced that I could try to do that. So I decided to try it. The problem comes in where I'm a toe-up sock knitter. So as I'm trying to knit this pattern that I've never ever used cable to front or cable to back stitches to do. As I'm trying to learn that, I'm also trying to re-engineer the pattern from top down, from a cuff down, to toe up. So let's just say the learning curve is great. I will show you, I am slightly embarrassed. So here's my cast on. It is Judy's Magic cast on. I love it. And then I just kind of go up. And as you can see, there is a lot of oops, I missed it. Oh, I got lost. That type of thing. Over here, it looks, over here it looks pretty like it's supposed to. And then I got to the heel. And I'm still kind of at the heel. I don't know if you can see that. Really, I did do increases, I promise. I did increases, I did pick up stitches, and then I tried to start the pattern has a slip stitch heel. And I'd never done a slip stitch heel before, so I thought, why not try that too? Go big or go home, right? This is the stock of things I needed to learn. So slip stitch heel and cable to front and cable to back. So that's that thought. And you know, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to wind up ripping it all back out, or if I'm going to finish it. I'm kind of stuck trying to pick up and go up the leg. So maybe I bit off a little more than I could chew. Maybe I should just rip it all out and start from the top and come down. Who knows? My last project that I've got going right now, and I'm generally a monogamous knitter, usually, but you know, when feelings whirl, is a sock, but it is a plain sock. I thought I would give size 0 needles a try. I see so many people who knit socks on size 0 and rave about how small they are. I am a tight knitter. I mean a very apparently tight knitter, because I started knitting this and the fabric is so dense. And I'm not doing anything I don't normally do. So this is the sock. It is, again, I love. This is the sock. It is from Nomadic Yarns. She is on Etsy, and she does Harry Potter colorways. So yeah. And this one is called Sirius Black, or Sirius, I think. This stripe right here, I don't know if you can't really see it. It's almost a burgundy color, so it's really pretty. What I have learned from knitting this is I do not like black yarn. But this is going to be, it will be, the heel on it will be from the pattern Soft on a Plane by Lala Knits. She's one of the knit girls, and she does wonderful patterns. Usually I think all 3 on Ravelry. But yeah, so this is the first one, so it comes put up like this in a ball. So yeah, it's always good. So, oh, let me show you this. This is what I have left of the knit yarn. And I'm that person who is horrible at estimating how much yarn I've got, how much do I need. My estimations are usually off. So I was looking at this after I finished the first one, looking at it going, that can't be enough to make another one, right? But they only give you one skein with the kit. It was a kit when I bought it. And they only give you one skein, so hope so. We'll find out. But yes, so this was going to be my year of crafting for myself because I see so many sweater patterns that I like and so many hat patterns I want to try and all of this. And I made kind of the goal. I don't make resolutions every year. I made the goal for 2017 that I was going to knit for myself. And then just about all of my female friends got pregnant. So it's the year of baby knits, apparently.
Like there's just 4 minutes left.
Sorry, boys. So I will be knitting for babies as well this summer. One of them is due in May, and I don't think I'm going to get that one knit anything by the time he's due. It's a boy. I think I'm just going to knit her a sweater for her boy, and give it to her in the winter. She lives in Wyoming, so it does get pretty cold in Wyoming during the winter. So I think I'll just knit her a sweater a little bit later. I've got a little more time. My nephew's wife is expecting their second child in October. And then a couple of my girlfriends are all expecting babies in August and October, so I've got a little bit of time. So we'll see what comes. For spinning, I learned how to spin because my son, I have a 12-year-old son, his name's Matthew, and Matt went to Yarn Fest with me a few years ago in Colorado, in Loveland, Colorado, and he saw people spinning on wheels, and he was mesmerized. And he sat there and just watched. He did this, Mom, I will be right here if you want to walk around. Okay. So I didn't leave very far from where he was, but he was sitting there watching the spinners and everything. He wanted to learn how to spin. So I bought him a spindle, a nice hand spindle, and it came with its own fiber, so you could learn how to spin, and it came from a place called the Whirl. And so I decided I would have to learn how to spin because if he's going to spin, he's going to ask me questions. And he's going to expect Mom to know the answers, so Mom had to learn. And I really started liking it to the point that I bought myself one of those kick spindles from Heavenly Hand Spinning. They're from Georgia, in Brazelton, Georgia. And I'm originally from Georgia, so go them. So I bought one, and it has this lovely whirl on it, and it's got a hook, a little metal hook, and you wrap it up, and the folks in the videos on YouTube do wonderfully with it. And then there's me, who cannot seem to spin consistently. And I've had people tell me, well, you need to spin more often. You need to spin every day so your hands don't get in the habit, so you get that muscle memory in, and you always know what you're doing. That would be fabulous if I could do that on a daily basis. So I started talking to my husband about, well, maybe I should get a very inexpensive wheel and probably be able to do better on that. So I ordered myself one off of Etsy a few months ago from, oh my goodness, it's been JMS, I think it is, wheels. It's a gentleman out of Kansas who builds wheels, handmade, and very reasonably priced. So I'm waiting on mine to get here. I'm looking forward to it. I can pay for it. I've bought fiber off of Etsy. I follow a lot of people on Etsy, and I follow people on Instagram. And if anybody was to ever pick up my phone and start looking through my Instagram, they would see a lot of knitting, a lot of spinning. That's about all I use Instagram for. But I enjoy it. It's fun. So I got into spinning a little bit, and right now I've got about half of a 3-ply started. Started plying it, I should say. But the problem comes in where my 3-ply became a 2-ply. Somewhere along the line, as I was spinning it on the Mother Maggie and I wasn't doing very well with it. I mean, it's a lovely object. I don't blame the people who build it at all. It's all user error. And I'll admit it. But somewhere along the line, it's one of the plies, one of the singles actually snapped. And I'm not sure how far back in the flying it went. I'm not really sure if I can felt it back into place where I can continue with a 3-ply. We'll see. I've done a 2-ply in the past, and that worked out pretty well. So we'll see what happens. More to come. For crochet, I made one of Soul's spiral scrubbies. I do the Harry Potter knit cup crochet challenge on Ravelry, and I found it because the girls who are in the Knit Girls, Lala does it. I don't think they're in the same house. I'm in Ravenclaw, and I believe she's in Gryffindor. But I will say the benefits of being in this. I've done it for, I guess, a term is 3 months, and then you take a month off, and then you go into the next term. I did 2 terms as a non-sorted student, and I just finished my 2nd term as a sorted student. So I've done 4 terms. Being in this group, I will say, has increased my productivity. I knit faster, so I can meet deadlines. And it's also helping me get through some of my stash. Now, my stash is not like Yarn Hoarders. Have you seen her stash? Oh, my goodness. To have that much yarn, I would bathe in it on a regular basis, just kind of go in there and rub all over it. Go, oh, it's so beautiful, and it would be therapy. But she does use a lot of yarn. So I've got to give her credit for being able to use yarn as much as she does. But again, I'm not that person. So that's really where I got into the Harry Potter, and I really enjoy it. It's fun. I am the person on Ravelry who I will read through everything. I look at everybody's patterns. I look at the yarn. I'm a lurker. I don't post a whole lot. I've been on Ravelry for 7 years, and I think I have 100 posts. I just don't post a lot. But everybody's different. So for books, I have been reading. I read on Kindle most of the time. I read a lot. I love to read. A friend of mine started reading the Native Gentry series from Laura K. Hamilton, and I have already read that series once before, and the friend starts asking questions, and of course, well, it's been a while since I've read the series, so I've got to go back and get it again and read it. So I checked it out from the library here in Spokane, and got it on my Kindle, and I read the series, so I'm done the last one. I'm also, I finished reading the Game of Thrones series. I will not spoil anything for anybody, except to say I'm looking forward to the 7th season because dragons. I love the dragons. So yeah, that's kind of that. I am also on Weight Watchers, so if anybody is one of those folks who battles with Weight Watchers, I feel your pain. I also have a Fitbit, so if you ever want to mess with me about Fitbits, sure, why not? Send me a message on Ravelry or Instagram. I think that's probably enough for me to jabber for one day. I do run. I am a runner. And when I say run, I use that term kind of, I'm ahead of the turtle and I'm way behind the hare. I have run 6 half marathons in my time, and running for me is therapeutic. If you ever get the urge to want to see how much you run or walk, walking is good too. There's a virtual online group called Moon Joggers, and it doesn't cost anything. You just put your numbers into the website. You sign up for the website and you put your numbers into the website, and you can become a moon jogger. It's really kind of interesting because they try every year they try to get enough miles in 1 year to get to a certain destination. Like the first time they ever did it, it was to the moon. They've done it to Venus. They've done it to Mars. This year, I believe, is the Sun. And it's just about people who run. There's a group on Facebook too that is the same group, and it's really neat. So I am AFeskimo. My name is Christina, but on Ravelry I'm AFeskimo.